I always felt really different, didn't know why, didn't know it was because I was more sporty than my family wanted me to be, or just more masculine presenting than they were able to handle. Being assigned female at birth made that really difficult to find my place in the world. It did feel really isolating. Everybody there was a part of a culture that wasn't accepting to any identity on the LGBTQ plus spectrum. So it was really alienating. I didn't have internet access or a way to communicate other than my phone. So unless these resources were posted somewhere that were front and center, I didn't know how to navigate online resources at that time. But yeah, it was really difficult. I would have to drive out to Salt Lake and, just hope that people were accepting.
I struggled in Logan being trans because there wasn't a lot of other LGBT places to go. I had a roommate who shot himself and killed himself and sent me into psychosis. I had the worst depression of my life, and I decided to buy a gun and I shot myself in Ogden Canyon. The Utah Pride Center has given me a new family. I consider the Utah Pride Center my family now. And I want these outlying areas to be able to have somewhere that they can go, like the Utah Pride Center.
I love that we're expanding as we are because, every single individual matters. I feel fortunate to be able to help the Salt Lake area and folks within the vicinity of that, but it's now time to branch out and make sure that everybody feels seen and validated and has that support that we all need, regardless of where we live.
Because we offer a lot of services in Salt Lake City, and the actual building itself is easily accessible to people in Salt Lake County, but not as accessible. And we do have clients that drive 4 hours just for therapy services. The therapists on our roster are going to receive training in grief counseling and crisis counseling, but also in supporting families who have experienced a loss of suicide where the person was a member of our LGBTQ community.
So I think it's absolutely invaluable that the Utah Pride Center has a roster of therapists that are trained to, not just go by a legal name, but actually ask somebody, hey, what is your name? What are your pronouns?
It is vital that we have more resources in places like Logan and outlying places other than the Salt Lake Valley in Utah, because we want to see the rate of suicide decrease in Utah. We don't want to lose any more people.
I know there's definitely a need out there, and we're going to do what we need to make sure that those people are reached and that they have those resources and that they're not without.
It can feel more isolating and that we're more alone now more than ever. Even though physically it may feel like that, it's not true. There's so many of us that are reaching out and finding other ways to connect, and especially on behalf of the Utah Pride Center, we're still wanting to support you in being yourself as in whatever new way that evolves, and that you're not alone in that process, and you're not alone in the struggles in that process and the celebrations in that process, and that we want to be here on your journey and supporting your journey in whatever way that means.
I see you. You matter. And loneliness and rejection, those are real things. Your feelings are valid. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's absolutely okay to ask for help. Surprisingly, there are so many people who want to support and do care and love you even though they don't know you.